Hi guys, welcome back to Design Dreams. My name is Arshdeep Singh. Today we're going to learn how to create AI conversation, a small chatbot which includes your standard AI conversation with the user. We're going to only use Autolayout to create a pixel perfect conversational chatbot. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to start with the most basics of the elements, which is a text. Now in your artboard, press T to activate your text and type in some random text or something that's relevant. I'm going to type in here AI chat. Select outside the chat, press Shift A to create an auto layout. We're going to call this auto layout frame as AI bubble. And then we're going to create another auto layout on top of the AI bubble by pressing Shift A, and let's call it AI area. So if you see the layers, you have AI area, and within AI area you have AI bubble. And with an AI bubble, you have AI chat. For the AI area, we're going to remove all the paddings, which is going to be 0 and 0 on the horizontal and the vertical axis. And for the alignment, we're going to do align left. Once the alignment is done, we're going to give our AI chat a fill of white. Select your AI area and create its duplicate, and then rename the duplicate as user area. And within user area, for AI bubble, we're going to rename it as user bubble. Now select both AI and user area, and we're going to name this as conversation. For the conversation, the flow is going to be vertical, and in the vertical, we're going to give a gap of about 16 pixels between each bubble. By doing this, you have created an efficient structure that you can scale as you desire. Alright, now let's change the text for AI chat to user chat. Select your conversation and drag it all the way as much as you want. For now, let's just keep it 300 pixels or something that's more suitable. Once the width is defined, now we're going to adjust AI chat and user chat, one on the left and one on the right. Let's do that first for AI area. Select AI area, and AI area, you're going to give the width property, the resizing width property, as fill container. And for the AI bubble, you're going to give it a width of hug content. Now we're going to remove the background, the fill for the AI area, and repeat the same process for user area. The user area, the width is going to be fill container, and the user bubble is going to be the width of hug content. Remove the fill. Keeping your user area selected, you want to change the alignment towards the right hand side. Once the positioning is done, we're going to start playing around with the appearance of both the elements. Select AI bubble, remove the padding to 0 and 0. And for the user chat, we're going to give it a different appearance. Select user bubble, give it a fill of any color you want, you prefer. Let's try something shade of blue, something like this. That should be fine. And for the text color, we want to change it to 21 and 21. Keeping your user bubble selected, give it a corner radius, open individual corner radiuses, select 6 pixels, 0 pixels towards the right hand side, 6 pixels towards the left, and 6 pixels towards the bottom right. Then select your conversation, give it a fill of white, and then a padding of 32 pixels. Select AI area and press Command D to create a duplicate. Press arrow down to bring it down in the conversation, and you can repeat the same thing for user chat as well, as many times as you want. So this is the basic auto layout structure for any AI conversation that you want to make. Now let's update the text to something that's more realistic. Can you help me with my... And for the AI chat, let's update the text. Hello, how can I help you? Alright, you can see now it's looking more realistic. Sure, which is your industry? Whatever you want to write. Let's call it visual design. Alright, so we have a chat is sort of the basic structure, as I mentioned earlier, is ready to go, and you can start expanding on it as much as you like. But however, we are not done yet. We need a user input, and we need a header for our chat. For the header and the input area, press F, create a frame, select the frame and convert it into auto layout by pressing Shift A, change its name to AI header. Select AI header and conversation and press Shift A again to bring them together. Decrease the gap to 0. For the AI header, the width is going to be fill container, and let's import some logo or some text that we can use within AI header. Copy any text, select the AI header and press Ctrl or Command V to paste it within AI header. Let's call it Zoni AI. Keeping the AI header selected, press Command D to create a duplicate, bring it down below the conversation, and this is going to be our input area. I'm going to update the text as type here. Let's update the name as user input. And we're going to create another auto layout for type here text. Selecting your text, press Shift A, and this is going to be input area. Now let's update the visuals for the input area. Select fill, something lighter. Give it a padding of 8 pixels, and the width is going to be fill container. Alignment towards the left, and the border radius as about 6 pixels. Alright, now this covers a pixel perfect structure for AI conversations. From now on, we can start improving its visuals. Select the entire conversation frame, which is frame 1, and give it a name to something that's more meaningful. Let's call it chat bot. I have all the layers open, and if you want to close all the layers and see the basic structure, you can click this arrow by pressing Alt, and all the layers will collapse so that you can see its fundamental structure. In chatbot, you have AI header, conversation, and user input. And now I'm going to import an icon to represent the logo for AI. Click and drag from the plugin, copy, select your Zoni AI text, and press Command Shift R to replace the text. Let's give the corner radius of about 6 pixels top left and top right. Give it a stroke, and the stroke in this case is going to be the bottom stroke, and for the color for the stroke we're going to use a gradient. Let's update the gradient to something more like RGB colors. Add one more stop of blue, I'm going to save this gradient as a style Zoni gradient. Select your icon and apply a style of Zoni gradient. Of course, you can play around with the visuals as you prefer. Usually what happens with the AI chatbots, when you have any conversations, AI will use multiple lines to convey its message. So therefore now let's update the AI conversation to represent multiple lines. Select any one of the text and press Command D. Now it is aligned towards the right hand side. Select AI bubble and give it a flow of vertical. The gap is going to be about 16 pixels. Since the gap between the user bubble and AI bubble is also 16 pixels, we need to update it to 24 pixels so that there's a clear contrast between the spacing. If you feel the gaps are not right, you can simply adjust them as you prefer. Of course, now we can keep on improving the visuals of our AI. However, by using this basic structure, you will be able to create any AI chatbot that's pixel perfect using auto layout in Figma. I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next Figma and UX UI tutorials.